Do you ever get that one teammate who insta-locks Reyna, promises they're smurfing, just to go triple negative? In this video, we're diving into why Reyna is one of the worst agents in Valorant, and how her design impacts player development and gameplay in Ranked today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump right into it. The increasing popularity of Reyna mains results in more players in higher ranks with silver game sense. Why, you may ask? While Reyna might seem appealing with her overheal and dismiss, the reality is that she encourages bad habits and doesn't punish players for their mistakes. Her abilities focus almost exclusively on getting kills, which can lead players to adopt a selfish playstyle that neglects teamwork in a team game. The only lesson Reyna players learn from their deaths is, "I should have aimed better," or "I should have gotten the kill." Overall, this means Reyna doesn't teach players to position themselves properly, leading us to the second problem. Picture this scenario. At the start of a round, Brimstone peeks B long on bind, hoping to get a kill, and instead runs into 5 enemies. With almost any other agent, running into a 1v5 would likely result in immediate death. The player would then look back and think, "Wow, all 5 of them were there. That was a shitty idea. I should play further back so I can escape easily or double peek with a teammate." Now, let's replace that agent with Reyna. When Reyna rushes out, encounters 5 enemies, and dies, the lesson learned is different. Instead of thinking about her positioning or the need for teamwork, the Reyna player thinks, "My aim was bad. I would have been fine if I killed them." Reyna then attempts the same risky strategy again. When she does manage to get a kill, she is rewarded by being able to dismiss and retreat, reinforcing this risky play. This scenario highlights Reyna is a failure of game design. She promotes bad habits, focusing solely on getting kills without thinking about positioning or teamwork. Reyna teaches players to use utility selfishly. Her only utility is a near-sight blind, with no downside to her teammates. For example, if you throw a sky flash directly into the middle of a fight or use Omen's blind from behind everyone, you could potentially blind your whole team and lose the round. However, Reyna doesn't have to consider whether or not her flashes affect her teammates, which promotes a selfish playstyle. Picture this scenario on a Ascent A site. The attacker team is doing a full push against 3 defenders on A. If Omen misuses his blind here, he might blind the Jett playing dice, as well as his deadlock and clove. This puts the attackers at a massive disadvantage. Omen's team loses the push, and Omen gets punished for team flashing. Wanting to avoid this in the future, Omen learns from his mistake. He realizes that he needs to stand off to the side or be more aware of where his teammates are standing when he throws his blind. However, Reyna can throw her blind anywhere, in any situation. It blinds anyone who can see it from any range. Reyna's team pushes the site, and if Reyna and her team die, the only lesson she learns is, "My aim was bad. I would have been fine if I killed one." Furthermore, her dismiss and overheal abilities encourage selfish play. Overheal grants her extra health after getting a kill, which only benefits her and encourages a KDA playstyle. Her dismiss allows her to escape risky situations, focusing solely on her survival rather than helping her team. Reyna does not teach players how to effectively use ultimates. Every single ult, except for Reyna's, has a set of use case scenarios and a set of non-use case scenarios. For example, you wouldn't Phoenix ult in the middle of sight, you'd get punished. You wouldn't use your KJ ult in mid, you'd get punished. Reyna's ultimate is the only ultimate in the entire game that can be used effectively on round start every time it's available. There is no downside to using the Reyna ult. You cannot disadvantage or kill your teammates with the Reyna ult. You cannot waste the Reyna ult by any measure other than inactivity. This overall encourages a selfish playstyle. The only lesson to be learned from dying and losing the Reyna ult is, again, My aim was bad. I would have been fine if I got a kill. Reyna does not teach players about trade opportunities. Reyna's dismiss and heal mechanics effectively allow her to cancel or heavily weaken any trade opportunities presented to her enemies. Imagine this scenario in Male in Split during a pistol round where everyone has a ghost and no armor. Fade swings into Harbor. Fade gets the jump on Harbor, and although Harbor manages to heavily tag Fade, she secures the kill. Gecko, who is nearby, quickly swings into position before Fade is ready and secures the kill, trading out his teammate and securing the round. If Gecko is faster and both players fight Fade together, she is very likely to lose, even if she kills Harbor. Fade learns a valuable lesson. If she is taking a fight, she needs to be prepared for someone else to swing her and take measures, such as backing off the angle and repositioning, using her utility to stop the trade, or playing a safer angle to begin with. If Fade takes damage in a fight, she's less likely to win the next fight and will likely be traded out. Now let's swap Fade out for Reyna. Again, it's a pistol round and all three players have a ghost. Reyna pushes, and while Harbor manages to heavily tag her, Reyna secures the kill. Reyna immediately activates her heal and is suddenly swung by Gecko. She now has more health than when she was fighting Harbor and secures the kill on Gecko as well. Reyna does not have to worry about being tagged and easily traded out on low HP, so she doesn't need a plan to disengage. If Gecko swings before Harbor is killed, as long as Reyna gets the kill on Harbor, she can dismiss and disengage from the fight, cancelling the trade for free. This means Reyna is heavily reliant on her selfish utility kit, rather than using game sense and planning her positioning, causing her to swing without thinking. If Reyna loses this fight, the only lesson she learns is, my aim was bad. I would have been fine if I got a kill. This demonstrates how Reyna's abilities undermine the importance of learning about trade opportunities and thinking before swinging. Reyna brings nothing to the table compared to the opposing duelists, Jett and Raze. The reason why dominating duelists like Raze or Jett are so much better than Reyna in pro play is because they are still effective without any kills, in contrast to Reyna's kill-reliant playstyle, and are able to enter sight efficiently with their movement abilities. Reyna's heal is quite weak since higher skilled players tend to hit headshots anyway, and her dismiss is a conditional Jett dash, where she is unable to properly enter sight movement-wise. Overall, Reyna is hardly viable in pro play, while being quite powerful in ranked, especially for those smurfing. This means she is currently in an awkward position in the game, requiring a rework. Don't get me wrong, Reyna's kit is quite powerful with her overheal and dismiss. However, it unnecessarily teaches lower ranked players to play selfishly, and that kills are the only thing that matters. Kills are not the only important thing in Valorant, and good aim will only get you so far in the game. So where does this leave players that only play Reyna? They've learned in almost every situation that their aim was bad, and that they just needed to secure the kill to win. Every win condition in Valorant is getting the kill. There are no mechanics to interact with in this game as long as you get the kill. You do not need to master utility usage and take sight as long as you get the kill. This way of thinking is wrong and conditions players to play poorly. What are the consequences of this? We've seen from the above examples that Reyna is far too easy and far too forgiving to players. And while other players using different agents like Omen, Raze, Jett are climbing the ranks learning a wide variety of skills such as effective utility usage, strategy, positioning, teamwork and vice versa, Reyna players are learning that their only mistake was not getting the kill and having bad aim. Subscribe and comment if you like this type of content. Shout out to iann Pastry on Reddit. This video was based on their post, linked in the description.